We've been sailing to Alaska for over 10 years, and it's one of our favorite places to visit. And this year, there's even more cruise lines and cruise ships sailing the region. To help you find the best ship and itinerary for you and your family, we've put together this video of the 20 best Alaska cruises for 2024. So let's dive in. Welcome aboard, cruisers. I'm Don B from Eat Sleep Cruise, where we help you see the world one port at a time. This year, we organized this video a little bit differently than we've done in the past. This year, we're going to take a look at particular itineraries and the best ships within them. So this video, we're going to look at the best Alaska cruises from Seattle, best Alaska cruises from Vancouver, best one-way routes, as well as some unique and special itineraries you might want to consider if you get the vacation time. Of course, if you have any questions at all about cruising or traveling to Alaska, please leave them in the comment section. We answer every single question. On the top of our list for best Alaska cruises from Seattle is a brand new ship to the region, Celebrity Edge. Celebrity Edge ushered in a brand new style of cruising for Celebrity Cruises when she debuted in 2018. This 130,000 gross ton ship, with a capacity just over 2,900 guests at double occupancy, launched with several new amenities and features. Among the standout features is the multi-purpose magic carpet. Celebrity Edge is also home to the dynamic space Eden, 4 unique main dining rooms, a state-of-the-art main theater, a reimagined pool deck, and the tranquil rooftop garden. There's also the lively Grand Plaza with the Martini Bar. This premium cruise ship offers the elegant style and service that you would expect to find on a luxury cruise line, along with a variety of activities and events found on mainstream mega ships. As this is the first Edge-class ship to cruise Alaska, Celebrity Edge is sailing round trip from Seattle. Its 7-day itinerary features stops in Ketchikan, Skagway, and Victoria, British Columbia, along with cruising Endicott Arm. And while controversial, we think the infinity veranda staterooms on this ship will be a big hit in Alaska. We actually sailed to Alaska in 2023 on Norwegian Encore and had a fantastic time. So, of course, that ship and its sister ship, Norwegian Bliss, top our list for this year. Norwegian Encore is a 169,000 gross ton ship, carrying close to 4,000 guests at double occupancy. Norwegian Encore includes attractions like water slides, 2 pools, a waterfront promenade, a racetrack, laser tag, and the virtual reality complex, the Galaxy Pavilion. We love that this class of ship has plenty to offer all types of travelers, making it a great option for multi-generational families. Additionally, the ship boasts an indoor observation lounge, a fantastic thermal suite, and the Upcharge Vibe Beach Club, which are all perfect for glacier viewing. Norwegian Encore also features NCL favorite bars and restaurants, as well as the brand's signature freestyle approach to dining while cruising way up north. Norwegian Encore offers a pretty typical 7-day round trip itinerary from Seattle, Washington. It features stops in Juneau, Skagway, Ketchikan, and Victoria, British Columbia, along with scenic cruising in the spectacular Glacier Bay National Park, which is one of our favorite places to visit in Alaska. Its sister ship, Norwegian Bliss, is also sailing from Seattle with a different itinerary. This ship's 7-day round-trip cruises from Seattle feature stops in Sitka, Juneau, Icy Strait Point, Ketchikan, and Victoria, with scenic cruising of Endicott Arm and the Dawes Glacier. As one of the largest ships to cruise in Alaska, Royal Caribbean's Ovation of the Seas also offers some of the most innovative features at sea, making it easily one of our picks for best Alaska cruises of 2024. Ovation of the Seas is nearly 169,000 gross tons and features several thrills for all ages, along with a variety of dining and entertainment options. The ship carries over 4,100 passengers at double occupancy. The Quantum class is built for cold water cruising. The ship's Seaplex is a massive indoor complex featuring bumper cars and roller skating. There's also the innovative North Star. This aerial gondola extends 300 feet above sea level for one-of-a-kind views of the Alaskan landscape, and distinct entertainment in several venues, including 270 and the Music Hall. Loyal to Royal cruisers will find signature bars and restaurants on Ovation of the Seas as well. Not to mention, there's the indoor solarium, plenty of whirlpools, and an outdoor pool to enjoy while soaking in the views. Ovation of the Seas is sailing round trip from Seattle, with most of the ship's itineraries featuring stops in Sitka, Skagway, Juneau, and Victoria, with some offering cruising in Endicott Arm. Sister ship Quantum of the Seas will cruise Alaska in 2024 as well, with a very similar itinerary. It's tough to pick the best Alaska cruises for 2024 among the 7 Princess Cruises ships sailing in the region this year. Given that we're partial to mega ships and really enjoy the scenic cruising through Glacier Bay National Park, our pick goes to Discovery Princess. Discovery Princess is the 6th and final Royal class ship in the Princess Cruises fleet. At 145,000 gross tons, the ship carries approximately 3,660 guests. The ship features a large, inviting piazza, a variety of dining options, and signature entertainment. There are also plenty of places to enjoy the scenery, like the enhanced sanctuary, or maybe even the Wakeview Infinity Pool. And while we sailed on Discovery Princess in the Mexican Riviera, we can see how this ship would be perfect for Alaska. And we have to say the cruise line offers some of the best enrichment in the region with its North to Alaska programming. From meeting Libby Riddles, an Iditarod race champion, to puppies in the piazza, exclusive Alaska food and beverage offerings, and much more. Discovery Princess is sailing the Inside Passage round trip from Seattle, with the itinerary visiting popular stops like Juneau, Ketchikan, Skagway, and Victoria, as well as cruising through Glacier Bay National Park. Much like Princess Cruises, Holland America Line has a large presence in Alaska. The cruise line has been sailing the region for over 75 years and has 6 ships there in 2024. Our pick for the best ship sailing from Seattle is Eurodam. This signature class ship is the perfect mid-sized vessel at 86,000 gross tons and carrying just over 2,100 passengers at double occupancy. Holland America is well known for its Alaska enrichment programs. As part of its We Love Alaska programming, the cruise line will feature Glacier Day, Alaska up-close presentations, new culinary and beverage experiences, including its fresh fish program, and more. In between the sightseeing and enrichment opportunities, Eurodam features nightly entertainment on the world stage, live music in the Rolling Stone Lounge and Billboard Onboard, a pickleball court, and top-notch specialty dining. Eurodam's 7-day round-trip itinerary from Seattle features visits to Juneau, Icy Strait Point, Sitka, Ketchikan, and Victoria, along with scenic cruising in Glacier Bay. Carnival Luminosa is nearly 93,000 gross tons and carries just over 2,800 guests. This ship sailed as part of the Costa Cruises fleet since 2009, combining elements of the Spirit-class and Vista-class ships. And in 2024, this fun ship is sailing in Alaska. Carnival cruisers will be happy to know that many of the line's signature bars, restaurants, the Cloud9 Spa, and Serenity adult-only area are on Carnival Luminosa, as well as several family-friendly activities. Some of these popular venues include the Alchemy Bar, the Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse, the Red Frog Rum Bar, Piano Bar 88, and the Punchliner Comedy Club. Guests will also be treated to a few unique features of the ship, like a sliding sky dome over the pool deck, allowing the area to be used in Alaska. Carnival Luminosa is sailing a round trip from Seattle in 2024. The itinerary features stops in Juneau, Skagway, Ketchikan, as well as scenic cruising through Tracy Arm Fjord. If you're thinking of taking an Alaska cruise from Vancouver, you can't go wrong with one of our favorite class of ships, Holland America Line's Pinnacle class and Holland America's Koningsdam. This ship debuted in 2016 and is just under 100,000 gross tons. With 2,650 passengers, it's the perfect mid-sized ship for Alaska cruising. This ship, along with HAL ships sailing the region, feature a robust We Are Alaska program with plenty of unique enrichment and culinary opportunities, which we talked about earlier. When you're not exploring the last frontier, Koningsdam offers top-notch amenities, entertainment, and dining on board the ship. There's theater performances on the world stage, B.B. King's Blues Club, Billboard Onboard, and the Rolling Stone Lounge, showcasing amazing musicians. In addition to the Pacific Northwest cuisine in the main dining room, cruisers can also indulge in specialty dining at Pinnacle Grill, Tamarin, Rudy Seldamar, Canaletto, Nami Sushi, and even a Morimoto by Sea pop-up experience. This ship is sailing 7-day round-trip cruises with the itinerary visiting Juneau, Skagway, and Ketchikan, as well as cruising through Glacier Bay National Park. Our first introduction to Alaska cruising was on Celebrity Solstice, and while the ship is now sailing from Vancouver, and it's been a while, we still think this ship is an excellent choice for your Alaska cruise. At 122,000 gross tons, it's part of Celebrity Cruises' beloved Solstice class of ships, and carries around 2,850 passengers. On Celebrity Solstice, you can play some bocce ball at the Lawn Club, or partake in a hot glass class. You can also enjoy some amazing views in the Sky Observation Lounge, or sip a cocktail at the aft-located Sunset Bar if the weather permits. After a long day exploring the Alaskan wilderness, you can relax in the solarium or the spa, joining the fun at the Martini Bar, indulge in some fine dining at Murano or the Tuscan Grill, or taking a show at the theater. Not to mention, there's other favorites like Cafe Abashio for morning coffee and afternoon snacks, and the world-class bar for one-of-a-kind cocktails. Cruising round trip from Vancouver, there are 2 different 7-day itineraries. One sails Icy Strait Point, Juneau, and Ketchikan, along with cruising the Hubbard Glacier, the longest tidewater glacier in North America. The other itinerary visits Icy Strait Point, Skagway, and Ketchikan, along with the Dawes Glacier. If you're looking for an Alaska cruise in 2024 with a little bit of extra magic for the family, look no further than Disney Wonder. That's right, even Disney Cruise Line cruises way up north to Alaska. Disney Wonder weighs in at 83,000 gross tons and carries around 2,400 passengers. The ship features plenty of Disney touches in its decor, dining, and entertainment, with character meet and greets, the only cruise line with fireworks at sea, and first-run Disney movies. There will be plenty to keep the whole family busy between those ports of call. There are also Disney staples like its rotational dining with 3 main dining rooms, including Triton's, the Animator's Palette, and Tiana's Place, as well as the adult-only Palo specialty restaurant. As the only Disney cruise ship sailing the region, this is a must for all the Disney fans out there. However, Disney cruises do come with a higher price tag than some of the other contemporary cruise lines. 7-day round-trip cruises from Vancouver feature popular ports like Juneau, Skagway, or Icy Strait Point, and Ketchikan, with scenic cruising of the Stikine Icefield for glacier viewing. One of the most popular Royal Caribbean classes of ships is again sailing in Alaska this year. Brilliance of the Seas is part of Royal Caribbean's Radiance class. At 90,000 gross tons, the Radiance class doesn't feature all the distractions and amusements you find on Royal Caribbean's larger ships, but rather more intimate spaces, like a Centrum instead of a Royal Promenade. The ship holds just over 2,100 passengers at double occupancy. Still, multi-generational families will find plenty to keep themselves busy between ports of call on Brilliance of the Seas. Royal Caribbean staples like a rock climbing wall, miniature golf course, a sports court, a casino, spa, and solarium can all be found on the ship. Other favorites like the Windjammer Buffet, Chops Grill, Azumi Specialty Restaurant, the Schooner Bar, and nightly productions in the main theater. This ship offers a variety of 7-day round-trip cruises from Vancouver. Although there are a few different itineraries, most feature a combination of 3 stops with either Sitka, Icy Strait Point, Haines, Skagway, Ketchikan, or Juneau. While most include scenic cruising in Tracy Elm Fjord, a few do feature the Hubbard Glacier instead. Another Alaska staple sailing the region from Vancouver for the 2024 season is Ruby Princess. Ruby Princess is a 113,000 gross ton ship and carries just over 3,000 guests. On board Ruby Princess, guests will find familiar favorites like Sabatini's Italian Trattoria and the Crown Grill specialty restaurants. There's the movies Under the Stars, live music, and nightly theater productions will keep you entertained. There's also the popular Good Spirits Bar showcasing local ingredients and one-of-a-kind cocktails. Further, you can relax in adults-only sanctuary and rejuvenate on the Princess Luxury Bed before another full day exploring all that Alaska has to offer. Not to mention, Ruby Princess also offers the latest medallion-class technology to help make your vacation more personalized and effortless. The ship has 2 different 7-day round-trip itineraries from Vancouver. One features stops in Juneau, Skagway, and Ketchikan, with cruising Endicott Arm and the Dawes Glacier. The other includes the same ports of call, but visits Glacier Bay National Park instead. If you have extra vacation time and the funds, you should consider a one-way route. These are cruises that begin and end in a different port of call, with most of them starting in Whittier or Seward, Alaska, and ending in Vancouver, or vice versa, doing northbound or southbound routes. Royal Princess is a sister ship to Discovery Princess. As the first member in the Royal class of ships, this 142,000 gross ton ship carries just over 3,500 guests at double occupancy. Those loyal to the Princess brand will find all the staples on Royal Princess, from the inviting piazza, to the innovative medallion class technology, to the best pizza at sea. Guests sailing to Alaska on Royal Princess will feel right at home. There's also the Crown Grill, the line's signature steakhouse, nightly entertainment in the main theater, and Princess Live, as well as the popular Good Spirits at Sea and Crooners bars. Also, you don't want to miss the views from the Seawalk, the signature glass walkway extending off the side of the ship, or movies under the stars. Of course, Royal Princess features all the same North to Alaska enrichment programming as well. In 2024, Royal Princess is sailing the popular 7-day Voyages of the Glaciers itinerary, which we actually sailed last year on its sister ship Majestic Princess. Departing from either Vancouver or Whittier, this itinerary visits Ketchikan, Juneau, Skagway, Glacier Bay National Park, and scenic cruising of either the College Fjord or the Hubbard Glacier. For us, this is one of the best itineraries out there. If you're looking for other options to cruise Alaska with Holland America Line in 2024, Nieuw Amsterdam is another great pick that features one-way itineraries. Sailing from Vancouver or Whittier, Alaska, these northbound and southbound journeys include stops at Ketchikan, Juneau, and Skagway. The ship will also cruise Glacier Bay National Park and College Fjord or the Hubbard Glacier for some amazing scenic vistas. This 80,000 gross ton vessel has just over 2,100 passengers at double occupancy. Nieuw Amsterdam boasts several complimentary dining venues. Among them are the poolside dive-in burger, a pizza window, the Lido Market Buffet, and the main dining room. Not to mention, Holland America Line offers 24-hour room service and some of the best specialty restaurants at sea. When it comes to onboard activities, the cruise line offers a traditional series of cruise activities and enrichment, nighttime entertainment, live music, and more. The ship will also feature the same We Are Alaska programming as other HAL ships in the region, with personal service and well-executed dining. Holland America Line's Nieuw Amsterdam is the ideal backdrop to the amazing vistas of the Alaskan wilderness. If you're looking to cruise to Alaska with Celebrity Cruises, Celebrity Summit is another great option for 2024. This 91,000 gross ton ship carries just over 2,200 guests at double occupancy and received a complete revitalization in 2019 with more than $500 million worth of upgrades. Celebrity Summit features over 50% veranda staterooms for enjoying the Alaska scenery, along with the exclusive retreat for those in the most luxurious accommodations. The ship is also home to the popular Martini Bar and Sunset Bar, Cafe El Bacio for some coffee and sweet treats, and the popular specialty dining experience Le Petit Chef. Of course, guests can also enjoy nightly entertainment, a spa, casino, 2 pools, and pickleball at sea. The Sky Lounge, perched at the top of the ship, provides great forward-facing views of the scenery, and there's also the outdoor rooftop terrace at the aft of the ship for admiring the glaciers. Celebrity also offers its Beyond the Podium series, which provides plenty of enrichment during an Alaskan cruise. The ship offers one-way routes from either Vancouver or Seward, Alaska. These itineraries visit Ketchikan, Juneau, Icy Strait Point, Sitka, or Skagway, and the Hubbard Glacier. A staple on our list returns in 2024 as Royal Caribbean's Radiance of the Seas will be sailing one-way cruises from either Vancouver or Seward, Alaska. These itineraries are more port-intensive than some other Royal Caribbean offerings, featuring stops in Juneau, Icy Strait Point, Sitka or Ketchikan, Skagway, and cruising the Hubbard Glacier. This sister ship to Brilliance of the Seas features a very similar layout and list of amenities. At 90,000 gross tons, this small ship, well, at least by Royal Caribbean standards, carries just under 2,150 guests at double occupancy. On Radiance of the Seas, you might not even need a balcony. This ship offers some of the greatest views of Alaska from the 9-story central atrium and outward-facing elevators. While you cruise Alaska on this ship, you can also enjoy favorites like the Schooner Bar and Chops Grill, along with a nostalgic Viking Crown Lounge perched at the top of the ship. There's also a solarium and an indoor movie theater. Norwegian Jewel is also heading to Alaska for the 2024 season. This 93,500 gross ton ship carries just over 2,300 guests. If you don't need all the bells and whistles of the larger mega ships, Norwegian Jewel might be the perfect fit for your freestyle Alaska cruise. There are still plenty of nightly entertainment and dining options on board to help you unwind after a long day ashore. You'll find the specialty restaurant Cagney Steakhouse, Le Bistro, La Cucina, and the hibachi-style teppanyaki. There's also the complimentary Oceania's pub, plenty of bars like the popular Sugar Cane Mojito Bar, the Bliss Ultra Lounge, and unique production shows in the main theater. The ship is sailing one-way itineraries from Vancouver, British Columbia, or Seward, Alaska. Again, these itineraries include classic Alaskan ports of call like Juneau, Ketchikan, Icy Strait Point, and Skagway. They also feature scenic cruising at the Hubbard Glacier. Offering a small ship, more all-inclusive experience in Alaska, Viking also features an ocean ship sailing in the region this season. Viking Orion is a 930-passenger, 47.8 thousand gross ton vessel that boasts all veranda staterooms and an elegant yet simplistic Scandinavian design. On a Viking ocean cruise, you receive a free tour in each port of call, Wi-Fi, no upcharges for specialty dining, and complimentary room service. Guests can also enjoy beer, wine, and soft drinks at meals, specialty coffees and bottled water, access to the thermal suite, and more without any nickel and diming. Of course, the ship offers upscale dining that's all included in the cruise fare, bars and lounges with live music in the evenings, and enrichment opportunities to fill your time between ports of call. You can even warm up with afternoon tea in the Winter Garden after a long day ashore. The ship is sailing 11-day Alaska Inside Passage cruises in 2024. This itinerary will sail from either Vancouver, British Columbia, or Seward, Alaska. The itinerary visits Ketchikan, Juneau, Skagway, Sitka, Icy Strait Point, and Valdez. It also includes scenic cruising of the Inside Passage and Yakutat Bay. There are also several unique Alaska cruises being offered by several cruise lines. Crown Princess is another one of Princess Cruises' ships sailing in Alaska. However, this ship offers a unique itinerary. It sails an 11-day route round trip from San Francisco. This 113,500 gross ton ship carries just over 3,000 guests at double occupancy. The itinerary features stops in Juneau, Skagway, Sitka or Ketchikan, and Prince Rupert, British Columbia, along with scenic cruising in either Glacier Bay or Tracy Elm Fjord. There are also 5 sea days to enjoy all the ship has to offer. As part of the Grand Class, Crown Princess features a similar layout and amenities to Ruby Princess to keep you entertained during your time on the ship. Likewise, Carnival Miracle will be offering 10-day cruises round trip from California. Ports of call include Ketchikan, Haines, Juneau, Prince Rupert, and scenic cruising in Tracy Elm Fjord. There's also 4 sea days to enjoy all the Spirit class ship has to offer. Guests can grab some casual eats at Guy's Burger Joint or Blue Iguana Cantina, along with some drinks at the Red Frog Rum Bar or the Alchemy Bar. There's plenty of time for entertainment and relaxation on board too. Past guests will find familiar favorites like comedy shows in Punchliner, playlist productions in the theater, a Cloud9 spa, the Serenity adult-only retreat if the weather allows, and Camp Ocean for the little ones. For another unique Alaska cruise in 2024, you should consider Oceania Regatta. This ship is sailing from Los Angeles, Seward, Vancouver, and Seattle on a variety of itineraries throughout the season. This upscale small cruise ship is just over 30,000 gross tons, and it has a capacity of only 670 guests. Despite its size, Oceania Cruises Regatta still features 4 open seating restaurants, a spa, 8 lounges and bars, and a casino. And nearly 70% of the staterooms feature private verandas, perfect for viewing Alaska's stunning landscapes. The ship's intimate size allows for visits to ports where larger ships can't dock. It also allows for more immersive experiences in port, connecting to the local people, culture, and cuisine. While each itinerary varies, popular port stops in Alaska include Icy Strait Point, Sitka, Juneau, Ketchikan, Haines, Skagway, and the Hubbard Glacier. Additional ports of call may include San Francisco, Astoria, Oregon, Prince Rupert, British Columbia, or Victoria, British Columbia. Most of these cruises range in length from 7 to 12 days, with one 19-day itinerary. While these are our picks for the best Alaska cruises, there are plenty of other sailings in the region that may appeal to different types of travelers, while we've never sailed with any of these brands. Regent, Silversea, and Seabourn do offer luxury and ultra-luxury experiences in the region. If you're really not a cruiser, a cruise is still one of the best ways to visit Alaska, so there are sailings out there for you too. Lindblad Expeditions, Uncruise Adventures, Alaskan Dream Cruises, and Hurtigruten Expeditions, now known as HX, just to name a few. These companies provide more of a off-the-beaten-path type of experience. These expedition ships carry much fewer passengers and are a more active way of exploring. The accommodations will likely be less luxurious, and there will be far fewer amenities on board. But you will venture to more remote locales for a very different Alaska cruise experience than the mainstream cruise lines. Now, of course, after watching this video, we're sure you're ready to book one of these Alaska cruises. But before you do anything, you need to check out our brand new 35 Alaska cruise tips and tricks you need to know in 2024. And in that video, we share everything from picking the right itinerary, booking your cruise, saving money, packing, and making the most of the onboard and ashore experiences. That way, your Alaska cruise is smooth sailing.